Alright, MrSotko here, and welcome back to another Steam demo. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? You never know until you try. This time it's going to be Mower. Exactly what it sounds like, a lawnmower man who's trying to mow every blade of grass in the world. This time it's an independent game from Scoria Studios. Same people who brought you Brick Battalion. This game is going to be released August 10th, so if you like what you see, go ahead and pick it up. First thing we like to look at is the settings, and of course, nothing too crazy here, and just pump that graphics quality all the way up. Don't really know what maximum decals is, but I did turn that up just a little bit, kind of thing. No campaign in the demo, which does make sense, so we're going to jump right into a bot match, and this game really reminds me of Bomberman. It's very Bomberman-esque. You'll see what I mean in just a moment. And so max player's just me. We're going to add a bot to the game, and you'll see that there's actually a problem with this adding a bot, at least in the demo. It doesn't actually show that the bot shows up. Just never really is there. I'm not really sure if I'm doing something wrong, but the developers might want to take a look into that. And I know that developers actually watch my demo reviews and demo gameplays quite a bit. I always get a comment from the developers saying thank you for, showcasing it, and sometimes for me showing bugs in their demos. So we're gonna spawn NPCs too. I think that's just dogs and stuff. I'm not really sure, but we're gonna go ahead and jump on into it. So you can see it's sort of like a deathmatch, almost Bomberman-esque. And you'll see that there is really no NPC on here. And they do spawn at first, as you can see this blood gore up here and this broken lawnmower. The NPC actually disappears as soon as you cut into the game and spawn by pressing spacebar. Spacebar in this game does give you a speed boost. I got killed by a bird. Apparently the birds kill you, but space gives you sort of a speed boost, and it kind of jumps you forward, and I got killed again. And so the controls are really easy. It's just WASD and space for the most part, from what I found so far. However, there's something that kind of throws you off a little bit, and that is the lawnmower itself. The lawnmower turns, and I died again. So the lawnmower turns in front of you, so you kind of want to turn the guy left and right. That's sort of your initial feeling, but you'll kind of see what I mean if you play the game. Is that the lawnmower turns first, not the guy, so you really need to watch how you're turning. And so we'll run over that dog there. So I really think the main goal in this game is to cut more grass than your opponents, whether that be AI or actual people that you have invited into the game. And I'm not quite sure if there's going to be Steam multiplayer or if it's just LAN. I would hate to see it just LAN multiplayer, considering I kind of think LAN multiplayer is a little bit dead. I'm sure some people still do it, but there's really no LAN parties around of Quake or the original Counter-Strike or anything like that. So I would like to see it Steam multiplayer. So you sort of have a time limit. You're trying to mow more grass than your opponents, and while trying to stay alive. So it's very Bomberman-esque in the controls and feel of it. And so that's about it. And so in terms of the developers, I would hope that you would fix this, or at least maybe comment in my channel here of why the NPC just kind of disappears right off the bat. Because if you just let the game go without actually spawning in, like by pressing spacebar, you notice that there is actually an NPC on the map. And has a lawnmower and is going to town, but as soon as you spawn in, the NPC actually disappears. So let's check out the other map. There are two maps, I believe. Thunder Valley. We'll just clear that so that we just get the one. And we'll check out Thunder Valley here, and it's just a little bit bigger. And as you can see, the NPC is there, but then as soon as I spawn in, the NPC is no longer around. And looks like he was down here. Yeah, it does kind of explode as soon as you actually spawn in. So that's a little disappointing that I don't get to compete in this demo with an NPC. And without an NPC, there really is no competing in the first place. You just kind of, if you cut anything, I suppose you technically win. These gophers here, you can't seem to run over. You can, but you die every time, unlike trying to run over the dogs. You can see it's a little wacky, because like I said, the lawnmower actually turns before your character does. I guess like in real life, but it kind of throws you off a little bit. It just kind of feels like you actually turn later than you should. So I'll hit the key and then you turn, hit the key and then you turn. So it takes a little while to turn, but in reality, it's not really. It's just the fact that your lawnmower has to turn before your character does. And so a very interesting game. I think it could be pretty fun. Like Bomberman, you just get that feeling of Bomberman. I think the developers kind of had that feeling too. Of course, with no bombs, at least not yet in the demo. In some of the pictures of the game, it does show other weapons being used or abilities or what have you. So it could be a pretty fun game, especially multiplayer. Get you and some friends to go in together, run each other over with some lawnmowers or what have you. Always a good time. So we're going to end on that. And that is pretty much all I found. I didn't really find any other... Well, there's a King of the Hill. Let's check that out. Why not? And can I even play it? Yes, I can. We can check out King of the Hill map. And I haven't actually seen this one. I did see the other two before I started recording. I was just trying to learn the game, trying to get the concept down, and it was a little confusing just because the NPC disappears as soon as you spawn in. So I was thinking I was doing something wrong, and so I was trying to figure that out. So I haven't seen this map, and so this is kind of interesting. And they do get pretty big and a little bit more complex as they go on. So you just got these little patches of grass. Kind of hard to mow. Got to turn pretty quick. Turn that lawnmower or get bit by a wolf. Instead, I'll run him over. Where was that wolf? I'm gonna kill him. Kill me, I'll kill you. There he is. Ooh, he ran right into it. Yes.
1 minute remaining.
I have redeemed myself. So Domination downloads. You can use custom maps in this, and the real game actually comes with a map editor too, which is pretty cool. I really like it when companies and game developers, what have you, add a map editor to their game. Makes things a little easier. And so it just looks like the 3 maps in the demo, and that's basically the end of the demo. So I hope you guys like it. I'm very sorry that the NPC, the bots, don't actually spawn in. I'm not sure why. Probably just the demo. It's probably just an earlier version of the actual game. The actual game comes out August 10th. So if you like what you see, go ahead and pick it up. Support the developers. But until then, we'll see you guys next time.